Hi guys, it's Natalie. In case you didn't already realize this, we are making pumpkin pie because it wouldn't be fall without pumpkin pie. And because I sometimes have a tendency to eat an entire pie at once, we are making this completely fruit sweetened, so there's nothing wrong with eating an entire pie at once. So starting with the crust, I'm using about 1.5 cups of gluten-free flour. This is the Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 baking flour, I think that's what it's called. Any gluten-free flour blend will probably be just fine. Now we're adding the bananas. Pretend like you're adding them to just straight flour. I started with 1 banana. I ended up needing 2 bananas. But then you're just gonna kind of like use your fingers to just mesh it all together, mix it all together. There's probably a more tasteful and possibly clean fingered way to do this. But this works really well and you don't have to clean a spoon or a fork or anything like that. So I'd say go with it. There's banana number 2. Keep it mixing. I ended up needing a little more flour. It's going to depend on the size of your banana, so just keep mixing, add a little more flour if you need to, until you have a nice ball of dough that's not too sticky and not too dry. Now to roll out the crust, I like rolling them out between pieces of wax paper because it makes it easier to get it off the wax paper again. If you roll it like on the counter, you might have trouble getting it back up. So this is just my favorite method. Put a little flour down. You can use a rolling pin or just about anything to roll this out if you don't have a rolling pin, and get creative. Keep rolling until it looks about the size of a pie pan. No perfection or measuring here. And then peel off one side of the wax paper. Cover the other side of the dough with some flour so it won't stick to the pie pan. And then you're going to flip it into your pie pan. I used a lot of flour here just to make sure it wasn't going to stick. I did a terrible job flipping it into the pie pan, but like I said, it's pretty forgiving and you can just kind of move it as you need to and reshape and take pieces of dough from one part and stick them somewhere else and just make it pretty. I even got so fancy that I did like a little design on the edge of my crust. There you can see it a little better. The hard part is officially over. Now let's make the filling. You're going to need 1 can of pumpkin puree, 1 cup of non-dairy milk, and now for the fruit sweetening, I'm using about 12 to 14 pitted medjool dates. One tablespoon of cornstarch, and 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. And this is how I measure pumpkin pie spice. Blend it on high until there's no little pieces of date left. And then you're just gonna put it in the crust. And you should probably already have your oven preheating to 425 Fahrenheit. And then you're going to bake it for 15 minutes at 425 and then another 35 to 40 at 350 Fahrenheit. And then your pretty pie shall be done baking, but it still needs to chill in the fridge for at least 8 hours before you cut it. And there it is, all done and cut and sliced and adorable. You can top it with whatever you like. If you want some cocoa whip or coconut whipped cream or whatever the heck you do, I don't know, I just eat mine plain, so that's up to you. Or if you're looking for another fun fall pie recipe, check out this caramel apple crumble pie on my blog. Thanks for watching, bye!